Good morning. You are listening to UpReach, a morning devotional presented by the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee, to encourage you as you face the opportunities and challenges of today. Let's begin this day together with some inspiring thoughts from God's holy word.
Then Jesus lifted up his eyes, and seeing a great multitude coming toward him, he said to Philip, "Where shall we buy bread that these may eat?" But this he said to test him, for he himself knew what he would do. Philip answered him, 200 denarii worth of bread is not sufficient for them, that every one of them may have a little. One of his disciples, Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, said to him, "There is a lad here who has 5 barley loaves and 2 small fish, but what are they among so many?" Then Jesus said, "Make the people sit down." Now there was much grass in the place, so the men sat down, in number about 5,000. And Jesus took the loaves, and when he had given thanks, he distributed them to the disciples, and the disciples to those sitting down, and likewise of the fish, as much as they wanted. John chapter 6, verses 5 through 11. The most godlike thing in the world is the passion to help others. I know a missionary who loves the sentiment expressed in a little 4-line poem that says, "Some want to work within the sound of church or chapel bell. I want to run a rescue shop within a yard of hell." There is a difficult verse of Scripture whose exact meaning is far from certain that says, "He descended into the lower parts of the earth." Whatever may be the exact and precise meaning of it, here seems to be a picture of Jesus Christ scouring even the depths of hell with the message of salvation, going to the literal utmost to help and to save mankind. Life is forever full of the contrast between divine selflessness and human selfishness. When Paul wishes to describe Jesus in all his Godhead, it is not in terms of glory that he describes him. It is in terms of the abandonment of glory, the acceptance of the humiliation of humanity, the toil of servitude, the agony of the cross. See Philippians chapter 2, verses 5 through 11. It is precisely here where the God-likeness of Jesus essentially lies. So much of the trouble in life is due to the division of our own lives into emotion and action. It is not that we do not feel pity and compassion. It is that so often the pity and the compassion are not consistently translated into action, because so often we are not prepared to make the sacrifice which action may involve. Almost all of us lie under this condemnation, for in many ways selfishness and self-centeredness are the essential human sins. Maybe something might happen if we remember that we are nearer God and we are never more akin to God than when we are sharing someone's trouble, bearing someone's burden, and helping someone's need. What about you today? Do you truly feel compassion and concern for those who are in need? Are you translating your feelings into action, actually lending a hand to help? Remember that when you do, you are giving people a unique opportunity to see and experience the grace of God firsthand through you. This has been UpReach, a presentation of the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee. I am Kyle Bolton, the pulpit minister at Church Street, and I would like to personally invite you to come and share times of Bible study and worship with us each week. We meet every Sunday at 9 o'clock a.m. for our morning worship, followed by our Sunday school for all ages at 10:15 a.m. Then we meet again at 6 o'clock p.m. for our evening worship. We also have a midweek meeting for devotion and Bible study on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. I hope to see you there. Have a blessed day.
It's the song of the redeemed, rising from the African plain. He reigns, he reigns. It's the song of the forgiven, drowning out the Amazon rain. He reigns, he reigns. The song of Asian believers, filled with God's holy fire. He reigns, he reigns. It's every tribe, every tongue, every nation, a love song born of a grateful choir. He reigns. It's all God's children singing glory, glory.